Hello and Merry Christmas from Alaska, or Happy Hanukkah to whichever you prefer to celebrate. I know that 2020 has been a rough year, so I thought to brighten up the end of the year, I thought I'd do a review on this guy right here. This is I believe, the Walmart edition of the Earthrise Optimus Prime. I bought this guy, well, this is actually my second one. The first one was the chest was messed up, so I couldn't open up the matrix, uh, and a few other things, so I've replaced them. This guy normally has two other smaller figures, but those two were damaged. I didn't catch that until they literally fell apart in my hands, so I had to throw them out. But that's okay, because they were kind of me. So this guy in particular does not come with a trailer. Instead, he came with the two figures. One, I believe, turned into an axe. The other one turned into a shield. But this guy is really cool. Uh, I picked him up, like I said, at Walmart. He was like 40 something dollars, not even. I tried buying the original Optimus, where it's the lighter colors, but as you can see, he has the darker colors, the darker blue for his legs. I just transformed uh, the fuel tank here. But he's also got these green windows and green headlights. But that's okay. I actually think that's a pretty cool idea. Um, I do have a few gripes. Uh, oh, and I didn't transform this part. It's supposed to flip out, but it makes the cab sit kind of wonky. This is more as a cab should sit in a flat-nosed truck. But this dude's really cool. I can see why the lazy eyebrow really liked this figure, because this is one of the best Optimus Prime figures I have seen. And because of his wonderful review, which I really, really liked, you should go check him out. He's called the Lazy Eyebrow. Uh, I bought this figure. I got him. Like I said, this one don't come with a trailer, but it still comes with the Ion Blaster, as you can see. It's right there. Um, One of my only gripes about this figure in truck mode, is we pull out the gun. Yikes. That is a gap. But that's okay. That's the only gripe about this figure. Because the reason why I say it's okay is because there's actually somewhere on eBay where you could buy a filler piece that'll actually fill in this gap. And when robot mode, you'll see you'll see. Anyway, this truck mode I think is very fabulous. I love it a lot. Um, it's supposed to be based off of a Freightliner. I forgot which one it is, the model exactly, but as you can see, it would have, if this was painted silver, it would also be where Freightliner would be written, or white, depending on the year of the truck. Um, yeah, this is a really cool figure, and I am really excited to have it. Um, There's the front, here's the back. I will be doing detail work on this guy. Yeah, he's got feet sticking out the back, but that doesn't bother me because that's the G1. I mean, G1 Optimus had feet sticking out the back. And speaking of the G1 Optimus, as you can see on the right, my right, you can see that G1 Optimus is right here. This is not the original. This is the 2018 reissued Optimus Prime that I was able to get, and I'll do a review on this guy later. But as you can see that they are basically the same. You got the G1 stripe, and as you can see in the back, yeah, there's the feet. The feet like to stick out, but I'm okay with that. I still love this figure. I like this figure. I also like the original mold from the 1980s. Here's the back. Like I said, when I get the upgrade kit, this gap right here will be filled in like this one. So, but other than that, yeah, I didn't, oh, by the way, I didn't add stickers to this figure, not yet, because I'm not good with stickers. Surprise! So, here he is again. Here he is again. And let's remove him. So, that's the vehicle mode. Oh, by the way, if you guys are wondering, yeah, I'm not a fan of these gaps right here. I mean, I understand that's what they had to use the mold to hold the wheel in while making the mold, but I wish there was a way where you can 3D print these. I'm sure somebody has 3D printed custom wheels, but whatever. It is what it is. I'm not going to risk taking the wheels off this guy, but would the lazy eyebrow took off the wheels, he was able, it showed lots of cool detail, like brakes, brake pads and rotors and stuff like that. Spring suspensions, just was pretty detailed for something that is a Voyager class. Well, this one's a Voyager. Well, it's Voyager size, but at a leader class price, I think. I haven't done something like this in a while, so I don't really know what. So, further ado, we will be getting into transformation. Okay, so to start off with transformation, you want to remove this panel and this panel. There's a little notch where you can grab here. And here's another notch where you can grab here. And you do the same thing with the other side. Grab these two panels. As you can see the inside. You can see his head right there. Then you want to pull the arm out, like the traditional G1 Optimus. Let's pull the other one out. And then you would have flipped this in. Here, let me show you. Now it's out. Now it's in. You pull out the front wheels. As you can see, there's a tab. There's a, hole. Here's the tab. That would keep the truck in place. Like I said, these two pieces actually flipped out to lock the cab in place. But the cab sits funny, so I didn't do it. Now, you'll pick up the front cab, or the front side of the truck, and then you lift the roof. This is pretty cool. You fold the tabs in. Tabs. Let's do this. Pull the back out. Flip the head around. You move and unlock that back in. Okay. We fold these two panels in. You fold this in, and you hear somewhat of a click. You can see these tabs, and here's the holes. They actually lock into place. Now you fold this back over, and this will all be crunched in to fill in the gap. You fold that in, and then you lock it into the waist. Now, there are two pieces here that flip out. One here, and one here. That forms his waist. We rotate the upper body of the robot, split the legs. Here's front of us, here's his toes, here's his heel, toe and heel. Let's stand him up. Okay, now we get to the back side. We flip that around, flip these pieces in, and there's actually a notch and a hole. There's the notch, and it'll go right in here. and it locks in place. Yep, rotation here is a little limited. Now, we go for the arms, pull out that panel, you flip the hand out. Likewise for the other. Here's the hand. Okay, that's him. Okay, we got, and here he is. Now I'm going to transform this gun. Put that down just for a sec. This gun just simply boop, flips out. Yep, just flips out. And I actually quite like this gun. It's pretty cool. It's like the iconic blaster. There we go. The iconic blaster that had one too many energon cubes. This thing is thick. Just put that into his hand. Okay. And here we go. And my God, this is one of the best figures I've had in my collection. Let's get a closer look at his face. That beautiful look up at the camera. And here's his face. I don't know why it's not focusing. There we go. My camera is at the best. But if you can see, he actually has blue eyes. Okay. Let's look at that face of his. I think this is really cool. I love the molding on his face. Yeah, a lot of people said that it was weird to see that his face was blue, then they got the silver mask. But I think they were trying to go with a blend for both the G1 cartoon and the original concept where the face was blue, but it had yellow eyes. I think they were trying to go for both. His head is really, really cool looking. I love it. You can see his pipes. It's a little weird, but who cares? This dude is fairly good articulation-wise. He's got... Let me rephrase it. He's really good. His head can do the Poltergeist 360. I mean, that is very unnatural if your head can do that. You got waist swivel, which is limited by this piece. I'm not going to take it off because I'm just not going to take a chance. But apparently you can unclip this so that he has a better range at his waist. But if you think about it, no human would be able to turn their waist completely 360. If you do, you're broken. His arms go out. Whoops. That likes to come out. Can come out all the way here. Can do the 360 twirling spin punch. That's what I call it. 90 degree at the elbow. Rotation at the wrist. And opening and closing hands. This is legitimately awesome. This is like amazing engineering. And I love it. Okay. You actually have somewhat of a butterfly joint due to transformation, so you can move your shoulder out, like this, and it's pretty cool. I know it's not really part of the posability, but I like to use it. It's pretty cool. His legs, which was really smart, can go up all the way. You can do a kick like this. Over 90 degree bend at the knee. Very nice. Very, very nice. Some detail here. Move all the way back where he can kick himself in the rear because he did something stupid. Oh no. And his legs can do the splits. Like, this dude can do the legit splits. Toe pivot here, heel here, and hinge, I believe, is what you call it. So yeah, what do I think of this figure? One of the coolest figures ever. I forgot to mention that his head can actually tilt side to side to give that little more of range of emotion. I'm sorry, what? And, oh, I screwed up again. How did you get so tall, Megatron? So here he is with the 2018 rendition of the G1 Optimus Prime. Leaps and bounds from the original. Don't get me wrong, I actually really enjoy the original. But like I said, if you look at his face, he's got the blue eyes for the G1 cartoon, but the blue face for this guy, which is kind of pretty cool. I actually like it. I might take the chance of actually painting that all silver, but for now I like it. Here they are together. Here they are. That didn't go well. Here they are side by side. And here's their back sides. This dude needs some inner guts or something because he's kind of hollowed out. But I don't care. But yeah. So as you can see, this dude actually has 5mm ports, which all the primes have. And in that case, that means he can hold the sword from Studio Series number 44. And this axe actually comes from Transformers RID Optimus back in 2015. Yeah, it's custom paint. Where are you going? You're doing a spinny spin. Yeah, these two are custom painted, but as you can see, he can hold them pretty well. Shake test. Yeah, they ain't coming out. Even with the whole opening and closing hands, because it's the way the hands are made. And I am all over the place. I am sorry. I am literally doing this with one hand holding the phone, and the other one moving the figure around. So please bear with me. I don't have the actual setup to do reviews because I just ain't got the money for it yet. So yeah. So here he is with those weapons. And here he is with Prime's Ion Blaster, which I painted black. And here he is with Studio Series Optimus Prime 5 sword. Now, like I said, they can hold him, but the way his hands are molded, they're a little thicker. So the sword kind of comes in at a slight angle. But you know what? I still think it's pretty cool that he can hold all these weapons. Here he is holding some more weapons. This time, this is for the upgrade kit that I got. The FWI number 5 set. So, this is one of the coolest things that I got a while back. And yes, he can hold the blades fairly well. I'm quite happy. And there he is. And with the ports that are on the side of the blade, you can actually put them into the port on the side of his arm. And it's pretty cool, but I'm not going to be doing that. And last but not least, the shields that came with the FWI 5 kit. He can hold them quite well. And yes, I've actually kept them both, and I think he looks pretty cool. Now he can run around and be like Captain America in Avengers Infinity War with the 2 Wakandan shields. Only I think these would be bigger. Like much bigger. Like body comparison wise, if Optimus were the size of Captain America, these would be much bigger shields. But yes, he can hold them pretty dang well. And I like this figure. So, in my opinion, this had to be one of the best figures, unless Studio Series comes out with another Prime. In that case, that would be pretty cool, because they are redoing the 1986 film Transformers lineup of figures, and I might start collecting them when I'm not so broke. But yeah, here he is, and for the last but not least, And last but not least, of course, he comes with the Matrix of Leadership. This is one of the coolest things ever. Let's get a closer look at the Matrix. Look at that. Look at that. This is so cool. This thing is also a pain in the groin to get out. You gotta get a pair of tweezers, which I have with me. So give me a sec. And here's the Matrix of Leadership. I think it's pretty cool. It's got the gold and the silver, and this time it's got that greenish tint because this is the Wal-Mart edition. So it's not blue, it's kind of green. So yeah, that's my review. And I wish you all a very Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and a Happy Hanukkah. And I hope you have a wonderful 2021, because like I said, this year has been rough for a lot of people. So, yep, that's my review on Optimus Prime from the new series, Siege of Cybertron, I believe. And this is the Earthrise edition of Optimus Prime. So yeah, here he is. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and Happy Hanukkah. Have a nice day.